Why you gotta eat them like that?
It just tastes
Why-
better that way.
Why you gotta eat them like that though?
I'm saying though.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Monday. It's an eventful Monday, and I am not keeping up with all the events.
What's up?
So full self-disclosure, not firing on all cylinders today, but it is what it is. It is what it is gonna be. Man. What are we talking about today, Snoop?
One of my favorite terms, your favorite terms, both of ours. The
Mhm.
phrase or anything akin to I'm built different.
I'm built different. Sir, anyone can crack an egg.
Anyone can crack an egg. Like, you just stupid to do it that way. Cool, you
Crack
got a
an
muscle.
Okay. Cool beans. Yeah,
But can you cook that egg?
right.
Can't even
Say
cook it now.
again.
It's gone.
Can you even do anything else than make a mess? Can you clean up after yourself? So we talk about people that go on this whole mentality of, I'm built different, I'm a different breed, I'm more special than the universe intended, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is not to downplay anybody's self-esteem whatsoever, okay? Whatsoever. I think a healthy, balanced approach to self-esteem is highly warranted. You found a Monday, it's a Monday, and I found $1 in my room. I've been riding a high all day. Good for you. Good for
Hell
you.
yeah.
Someone's having a fucking good day. That's awesome. But not to downplay self-esteem whatsoever. Absolutely not. Healthy, balanced self-esteem between optimism and not so optimistic. But these motherfuckers that have made coping through this whole coping through dysfunction identity. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. It becomes a mantra at that point. And I'm not saying that mantras are bad, but this becomes a dysfunctional mantra that says, damn all the consequences, damn everything else. This is what keeps me going because I've slapped a label on this. Nah.
See, also, here's what that does. That just deludes you.
Yeah.
To reality sometimes. Like, I'm different. Like, no. Yes and no. I mean, one way.
That was dramatic as fuck. And I'm with it. Dramatic as fuck.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, Lord. He is seriously on his unk shit today. Y'all missed it earlier, but I recorded it. I'm going to put the clip up later of how he got on here. Yep.
I know you recorded that.
Oh, I had to. The way you came on here, I had to hit the button to record you.
So, motherfucker still ain't lit all the way. It's a big ass cigar. But here's the thing when people say, I'm built different. There's a yes and a no quality. There's a yes quality when I say, everybody different. Everybody built different.
Everybody in the tub big sexy.
You can take two twins, two identical twins, raised the same, put them in the exact same situation, they will act differently because everybody's built different. Now,
wow, true.
What I disagree with part is a lot of y'all motherfuckers use this shit as an excuse to run away from your problems, try to make yourself sound better. It's that sour grapes mentality bullshit. Well, I'm different. Like, no, you ain't different. You like all of us.
You're not different. You're in denial. Ooh.
You go through the same shit. You handling it poorly.
He is being Uncle Prime today. You should make a shirt that says Uncle Prime. 100%. 100%. Uncle Prime.
With this picture right there.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, you're not different. You're in denial. And that's unhealthy. There's nothing wrong with a healthy dose of reality. There's nothing wrong with facing what seems to be tearing you down head on. It's uncomfortable, absolutely, but we don't have to like disillusion ourselves to be able to overcome it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have to sit here and be like, no, everything's gonna work out for me and I'm gonna be fine.
Because I'm
Because
special.
I'm special. Okay, you have
That only
crippling
works in anime
anxiety.
if you got different colored hair.
Life is full of all kinds of possibilities. You could
Life will
wake up with
snap you.
cancer, but I'm
Life,
healthy. Healthy people
people
still get
still get
cancer
life will snap you out like that.
like that. Hit you with the Thanos, my boy.
But see, here's
Right.
also the thing I've noticed: like the people who say I'm different the most, it's just one of those situations where
I
who
have
you
a,
telling?
I have a good example for that.
What? Go for it.
Because the second you said that and pause, my brain automatically went to who drilled it so deep in you that it just has to stick because it has to be the reason. Like, did your parent or your guardian try to teach you how to ride a bike and you kept falling off and you skinned your knee and they was like, nope, get back on it. We're not about to let this stop us. This, that, the other. Like, that's not healthy
Ain't no
pushing.
stopping us
That's
now.
not healthy pushing. And I think that's an avenue into this unhealthy pushing of I'm built different, and with that comes all sorts of fucking expectations, like heavy
That you put on
fucking
yourself.
expectations, heavy expectations. Like, I'm built different. I'm not supposed to let this beat me. No, whoever
Let it
said
beat
it was
you.
and even then, whoever said you had to win.
Let it beat you because you learn. That's how you learn getting your ass whooped sometimes.
Yeah, and that's how you learn at your first tournament. You got that ass whooped, bro.
Joe did. Got my ass rocked.
Whooped, like properly whooped. Properly whooped. Look, not like crying home, but looking back like, damn, respect.
Like, I look back at that because that was one of those things I was kind of gift cursed with more knowledge than I needed to, like power control and shit. That motherfucker ain't had no power control. None.
So with that example, see, there's a difference between acceptance of a learning opportunity and complete denial and fear factor grasping at straws trying to stop it from happening. Like, of course you're going to feel like you're failure because you've literally thrown everything you have at it in the moment and it still didn't work. Like, you are setting yourself up for the biggest catch-22 ever. And
But I'm different though.
Not to mention, that's generational trauma. High generational trauma. Because if you come from a mentality and an upbringing, and an upbringing that instills that in you, which means the generation before you believed in that, which means they did it, and the generation before them did that and did that.
Big ass
Which means they probably haven't succeeded at it either. But now you've got generations of failed expectations put on you and your rigid expectations put on you. And y'all all thinking the same. So you're not different.
Oh, let's get on generational trauma because you know this friend I'm talking about. I have a friend.
Oh, Lord. He's got a friend, y'all.
Who is so caught up in their mantra of I'm built different. They don't realize they're the same most common shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Trying so hard not to be like their family when they already ain't like their family.
Falling straight into the pit of becoming their family because of the mentality that's been passed. Yeah.
Because they're trying so hard to not be like their family.
By the way, chat, I need to kill all 20 of these ounces before 8:30. Hit that hydrate button. Y'all know what to do. But go ahead.
It's like, but I'm different. Like, no, you just like in certain ways, you gotta embrace how you are similar to some shit. Like, cause we
100%.
all go through the same shit. We all go through stuff. Like, y'all think being same means weak. No, it don't. It don't mean being weak. It don't mean being nothing damaged. That just means being real with yourself. Getting over some shit.
Calvino said, I'm different. Yep, I'm different.
No,
No, you're not.
You just like everybody else. We go through similar shit, all right? And I mean, even your trauma. I'll throw this out there. Even your trauma. But somebody died in my family, bitch. We all done had somebody pass away. I buried 4 motherfuckers in a month.
Earlier this year.
In a month. Like, I ain't gonna do this, like, but I'm different. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Everybody go to the same ass shit.
Just at different time points, eras, and levels of development in your life. Now, along that same strand, so I got this relative, you know what relative, fights tooth and nail to not do it how their mom did it growing up. Still doing it though. Still doing it the way they did it. Still end up, I won't say 100% of things, still end up doing most of the things.
There's a lot
Because
of similarities there.
there's a lot of similarity. Because let's think about this again. We can't just shed upbringing, y'all. The shit don't come out, okay? Out damned it spot. It don't go nowhere, okay? If you caught that reference, you're a fucking lit nerd, and I love you. But it doesn't go anywhere. That's why when most people become new parents, especially millennial parents, we sit here and we start off, I'm not gonna do it like my parents did, I'm not gonna do it like my parents did, but we don't do any work to follow that up. And the thing that we only have to reach back to is the frame of reference of how we were parented.
That's how some of your parents fuck your shit up.
And so on and so forth. It's how their shit got fucked up because their parents fucked them up. Point being, sitting here and just relying on this perpetual mantra of dysfunction doesn't stop that process. It actually propels it forward.
I'm special. I'm different.
There's nothing wrong with that when it comes to body positivity, self-love, and self-esteem. But if we are delusional with it, that's problematic. We're not.
Here's what I got to say about it.
If,
like you mentioned, like it becoming a mantra. Here's the thing. I've learned in my life and been taught many different ways of if you it, you ain't got to say you it all the time. So if you got to tell somebody something more than 3 times, even yourself, in rapid succession, you ain't at it. Who are you trying to convince? Like, I don't care. I don't care about this. I don't care. Like, I'll teach you, motherfucker, how motherfucker don't care. This ain't no brag, no nothing. I forget shit exists.
Literally, object permanence is a problem.
If I don't care about it, it don't exist to me. I forget it happens. I forget it was I forget the person. Like, oh shit, yeah, they do exist. Once I kick out my life, you out. Like you Dunyan rings. You are well done your steak.
Even if he doesn't kick you out, if he just forgets.
Because you haze no relevance in my life no more. Like,
Yep. So, speaking of examples that aren't brags, so we were actually talking about this a couple months ago, and I gotta tell y'all, it was quite a wild conversation. The world must know what you said to me. So we're probably just gonna have to start recording our phone conversation and just putting them in a podcast catalog because the shit is ridiculous. Never having a normal conversation. So we're sitting here talking, and somebody, I think it was the same friend actually, said, I'm built different. Nah. And this motherfucker says, no, I'm built different.
No, like I'm freaky. So it wasn't that person. It was like somebody talking about they freaky, they different. Like, no.
Yeah. So like back to the mantra example. Like if you got to tell yourself 3 times and tell people around you, you're probably not it. That's like saying, oh, I'm freaky. I'm a freak. I like to get down and do weird shit in the bedroom.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, I do really. And then this motherfucker says, he says, no, you don't.
Came off the dome, too.
Came straight off the dome. No, you don't. I'm built different. Because I like to search for porn of women dressed as old Greg drinking Bailey's out of a shoe or some shit like that.
See, you done did it wrong. I'll sit there and jack all the motherfuckers. A woman dressed as old Greg while drinking old Bailey's masturbating with a shoe, goddammit. I'm built different. The whole thing I want, you want freaky. I give you freaky, motherfucker.
Point being, just to illustrate that, if you got to tell yourself more than once, clearly that's not it. It's not it, boo. And you will be proven wrong. That's like the same thing with the I'm built different and I'm a different breed. You will be proven wrong.
Now, like, look, another example. Y'all know, we what, in our 20s, 30s, whatnot.
Somewhere around there.
Had enough of life.
We exist.
How many people y'all know talk the most shit about whooping somebody's ass and get rocked on their little Pomeranian? All that kind of bullshit. I whoop your ass, you ain't gonna do shit. You ready to slumber? And that person who they talking to is just sitting there like, yeah, okay. That goes again with that. You ain't got to talk about it. You just got to be about it.
That reminds me of my I come in and I hear old Greg's infamous quote. Welcome, Scarlett. Damn, you made me lose my train of thought. We can't even say old Greg anymore in our passing conversations because of that conversation. Like my brain is just like, bitch, look at this. Brain, I don't want to see that. Look at it.
Or just see Bailey.
Look at it. Shit. What was I talking about?
I was talking about like, you know, people just popping off at the mall. Like,
oh yeah, okay. Because that reminds me of my favorite TikTok comedian, the one that's just like, "Hey, cuz, you in my neighborhood, cuz you better back the fuck up off me before I put your ass on a t-shirt. I am not playing with you." And these dudes try to run up and punch him in the face. He shot him. Now look at you, dead in the street. Like people are not playing with you, okay? People don't have to prove themselves to you. So that's the difference. That's the difference between the mantra people that are different breed and built different and people that don't just fucking talk about it. They live that shit. This person was in perseverance or intellect or expression, whatever, because you've made this a whole self-esteem issue, whereas this person is just literally doing the work and coping.
I'm just doing my shit. Just doing they just doing their shit.
Just doing your shit. Right, you could have been somebody. Now you in a box. I represent these streets. Well, now they about to name a whole street after you. I got 3 daughters, and now they in the club get tipsy.
Everybody in this bitch is different.
Everybody's built different.
Like everybody in this bitch built different.
Yes, everybody is built different, and you don't have to prove like that's already scientific fact. You don't have to move on to something else. Yes, and the universe is bigger than any one person. Yes, and like
now, if you want to say you just made a stronger stuff so you can do it, like if that's your coping mechanism, like know what's your coping mechanism for what you coping from. All right.
And actually let off some steam, let off some exhaust from that because you're pressurizing it, right? You're pressurizing, which means you're bottling, which means you're not articulating your feelings, which means you're not cutting yourself slack, not allowing other people to validate your feelings or accomplishments. And you're tearing yourself down whenever you do accomplish something because you won't acknowledge your effort.
And you're tearing away the folks friends can give for you.
And if you don't give a fuck about you, why would you put that on someone else?
You doing the same shit already, like same friend. I just seen the same shit 5 times.
Five. And don't get mad at your friends when they sit here and share their observation. Like, not meant to tear you down, just saying. So I'm noticing we had this conversation like 8 times in the last 2 months.
But that ain't me.
What's up? Hey, Kudu Ross.
But that ain't me. I'm different. Like, no.
I'm built different. Well, you might want to reconfigure your building because it doesn't look like you can overcome this obstacle.
You might want to build some new material.
Say that. That's going to hurt their feelings.
You may want to construct some better material because this keeps breaking down every
3 months.
Yeah. Why? You dealing with your shit?
Y'all do that. Just put it in your fucking mouth. Hey, my boy. Let me get some Skittles. Hey,
it's me piece on you.
I thought you were to kill me, man.
Yeah. I can't do it that way. That look weird. I'm a tosser.
I see it through, my boy. Why, bro? You still gonna kill me, bro? I'm still breaking bread with you, bro.
You have to see it through.
All right, well, all right. Like, why do y'all eat Skittles like that? I don't understand.
Or M&M's or any hand.
Or M&M's or any hard candy that come in a big old box like that. Why do y'all do that? I don't understand. Ooh, headed to the gym. That's all right. I want to go back to the gym. I haven't been back yet. It's been Jesus.
I worked out in months and I feel sore now.
4 months.
I'm gonna wake up in pain tomorrow.
That's crazy.
But I'm built different. I'll recover. I'll be fine.
I'm built different. Roar, bitch. I'm built different. I'm gonna cry and go be squishy in the corner somewhere. And I think that's another example too. Again, you're completely ignoring your feelings and validating yourself and your experience when you say shit like that. And it's just like, sometimes I just want to be a squishy mess in the corner. Okay. Like, I'm gonna be a boss, but I'm gonna cry about it. You know,
it's good like everybody else sometimes. Shit. That makes you relatable.
Makes you very relatable. It helps connectivity and helps build relationships that are functional and built on trust and vulnerability and clear communication.
Here's something else too, y'all. I gotta be dramatic for this.
Oh my God. I ain't got sound effects up, so you just gonna have to.
That's cool. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Light the cigar, truth and factuals.
The cigar of truths and factuals. Hack, hack, hack.
Now, let's talk about this whole I'm a different breed thing. Now, here's the thing. There's tigers, there's leopards, there's cheetahs, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, jaguars, Bengals, all the motherfuckers.
Pumas.
Whatever. Pumas, mountain lions, cougars, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Okay. Okay.
They all different breeds, right?
Yeah.
But they're still big ass cats. They're big ass cats. And they do a lot of the same shit that other cats do because you a different breed, but you the same genus.
Genus.
Motherfucker.
Genus. I'm sorry. Genus.
Motherfucker, you in the same family. There's 100 breeds of dogs. They all different breeds. You throw a ball, I bet a motherfucker gonna chase it. No matter what kind of dog it is. Be pit bull, chihuahua, boxer, whippet
good,
wolfhound, Basenji, a Brittany Spaniel. I know a lot of dog breeds. Don't fuck with me. Malamute, Mutts, all of them different breeds. But I bet you throw a tennis ball, they're gonna chase that motherfucker. Because no matter how different you may think you are, you still got some of the similar shit that we all go through. We all deal with the same shit. We all will deal with it a similar way.
Sure did that go.
Hey, somebody died. Like, I don't want to cry. I'm built different. You cry.
Wow.
Something happened. You get upset. I'm built different. Like, get upset. Shit. Let the emotions flow out. Be happy if something happened.
Be happy.
Shouldn't have trying so hard to be something different when you try not to be like everybody else. All right, cool. When you by yourself, because you so different, don't say shit.
Wow.
That we over. We done.
Oh, you done with that? You was finished?
Yeah.
I didn't think you was finished. I didn't think you was finished. My bad.
This is Uncle's Prime right here. That's that. Right.
That's Uncle's Prime.
Shit.
All right. Well, I mean,
One day I'll get fan art of this shit.
Okay.
That's why I know we made it when we get fan art. We, both of us, not just one.
We. Hi, bestie. I seen all your inks. They look so good.
But yeah, motherfucker be trying to go and be a different damn breed and be mad when they by themselves and alone.
Say it again. You know what that brings up? That brings up another mentality. You ready? Can't nobody handle me. Can't nobody handle me.
Look here, goddammit.
Can't nobody handle me.
You handle two things in life. You handle problems and you handle animals. And I ain't no goddamn zookeeper. Bitch, is you an animal? Okay? Is you an animal? So I ain't gotta handle you.
Once again, in one of our 0 days without nonsense phone calls.
You better handle me.
We were talking about that kind of mentality. Can't nobody handle me. And this motherfucker looks at us.
That shit make me mad. Like, legit.
Bitch, are you an animal?
You better handle me. Like, you better handle your ass.
Like, that's problematic. Like, I understand there's a difference between setting yourself apart negatively to be independent and not need anybody ever. That's a trauma response, by the way. And a whole different thing of standing out to be unique and showcasing your uniqueness. There is a difference between these two things. So showcasing your uniqueness means I am great at making props for cosplays, but my sewing isn't that great. Her ability in sewing is awesome, but she's not that great at making cosplays. We have unique differences, but they're both great.
And if we talk to each other about our weaknesses and strengths, we like, hey, I'm bad at sewing. You're good at sewing. You're bad at cosplay props. I'm good at that. Why don't we collaborate?
Because can't nobody handle me.
Because I'm built different.
I'm built different. But no, like it's that's
built different on a shitty ass foundation.
Then I am independent. INDEPENDENT. Like, listen, we ain't gotta be all that. Don't have to. That's a trauma.
Not all the time.
That's a trauma response. You don't have to be.
Everything we do to respond to trauma. Hey,
I have to.
Let's go to my daddy's and our mama's. Hey.
Wow. So going back to 2 weeks ago's conversation about, black mediocrity and versus black excellence, that's the same shit. We don't have to rely on excellence to make sure that we're independent and can do everything. That is self-alienating. Self-alienating. Because that kicks out, we don't have time for things that we actually care about because we're too busy being good at everything. That makes up a jack of all trades. But the rest of that phrase is you are a master of none.
Hey, there's more to that. There's more to that, actually. But
there is. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is you can't hone in on one thing, and that's problematic because then we can't build passion around it. We can't build care and finesse around it. We can't build skill around it because it's just another one of those things. I play 9 instruments, y'all. When's the last time I picked up an instrument?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that also comes from gifted kid syndrome. Like I just fell back in love with reading.
No, it's like complete saying officially. A jack of all trades and a master of none, but oftentimes it's better than a master of one.
3 Blurred Ninjas, thank you for the follow. Hell shit, son. What was I talking about? But anyway. But no, like yes and no to that. I disagree and agree with that whole phrasing. Simply because being a master of I know, but being a master of one, that's not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
That's like practicing one punch 10,000 times.
Yep.
And that's what I mean with like,
Bruce Lee shit, yeah.
It is. Like that's what I mean with like our values are longer term than our mantras is sometimes like those values that go for a long time with us, but they shape our whole development because it's like these are 2 foundational rocks that I believe in. But like when we go through life, sometimes those fucking rocks start clanging around against each other and shit. Like, oh my God.
Nico.
Yes.
You might be built different, but how is your foundation?
He looked like Anthony Hamilton backup singer because hey twin, he looked like Anthony Hamilton backup singer because he is Unc right now. You just missed him being Optimus Prime a little bit ago. For serious. Look at all y'all in here. I miss y'all so much. Like for realsies.
How y'all doing? I can't see the chat.
I know you
can't see the chat.
But no, Kids is on here. Jay's on here.
Jay.
I'm gonna assume that 3 Blurred Ninjas is Boogie. I'm gonna assume.
Fuck you, Jay.
Don't be talking about Twin like that. But no, I miss y'all for real. But anyway, getting back to it.
I miss everybody but Jay.
He said, man, you ain't saying nothing slick to a can of oil. Man, you come straight out of a comic book.
God, I made a mistake.
You look like Big Boy Shownuff from fucking Out of Wow. God don't make no mistakes. But anyway, getting back to it, I'm sorry, the peanut gallery done derailed me because we have not all hung out and talked in a while. We should do that. We should hang out and talk. We should do that.
Yeah, we should.
I don't think I'm in no group chats with none of y'all. We
can't do it this Friday though.
Yeah, we can't do it this Friday. We should do. But no. So I like that. You're built. You're not. What did you say? I'm not. You're not built different.
I wrote it down. You might be built different. Yeah, see, look at this shit.
I'm proud of you.
You might be built different, but how your foundation?
Thank you, Snoop. I'm very proud of y'all. So that's an excellent segue into a question that we have in the Discord. If you are not part of the Blue Script Boys Discord, fucking jump in there. We be doing all sorts of shit.
Myself. Anyway,
you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't
do it on purpose.
On what?
On purpose.
Anyway, hold on. Let me check the Discord. But yeah, it's not just me. It's my whole Blue Script Boy network. We got the amazing Dondero and the Roots from the internet. We've got the Dinks with Kinks cast, and we've got the original Blue Script Boy gamers. So feel free, poke around, look at our channels.
I poke around and say shit.
Our not suitable for work page is actually relevant and educational. I mean, it's raunchy too, but it's relevant and educational. We all just did the BDSM quiz on Friday. Last Friday.
I need to retake that because
I retook mine. It's a little different. It's a little different.
I doubt mine has changed because I don't really get nothing happening no often, but you know.
All right, hold on. Let me go. And plus, you can ask us questions directly in our Ask Auntie and Unc channel. So we have a question. Y'all got any tips on dealing with executive dysfunction? I've been battling my brain.
We will always, if you wanted to be anonymous, we'll be anonymous.
I don't say names. If you're part of Discord, you know who said it. But
well, if you want to say the name,
can
we'll
you
say
shut
the name.
the fuck up so I can
No!
say the
I'm built different.
No, I'm built different. Right? Look at him writing things down, Jay. Look at here. Ujubu Ghost Star. Got any tips on dealing with executive dysfunction? Been battling with my brain to do tasks I set for myself, like working out or cleaning my room. It'll be like I tell myself to do the task today, and I will overthink the task or find excuses not to do it on the day I set for myself and won't get it done. Oh, masterful guru of the neurodivergency.
Huh?
And personal assistant. Hi. For starters, you might want to get a personal assistant.
Yeah.
I'm kind of half kidding with that.
An accountability.
An accountability buddy, definitely.
Or just someone you can like body double with, even on the phones and shit.
Yeah. So one thing about body doubling with neurodivergency, ADHD diagnosis, executive dysfunction, whatever, is that the last, I want to say 3 to 5 generations, body doubling is sincerely very important, mostly because generational trauma and not getting to spend enough time because parents work outside the home and they don't get to spend time with the kids, i.e. spending time helps us to feel like things get done. You ever wonder why you run faster when your mom says she's on the way home from work and start doing shit you were supposed to be doing all day? That's why there isn't.
It ain't just the ass whooping. It's
it's not just the ass whooping. There's an accountability portion of, oh no, I didn't check this box. There is a consequence here.
Also,
comes a consequence.
But also at the same time, for some of us, it becomes a game.
Yes.
Where it's like, let's see how fast I get this shit done. Like, how many of I used to hate myself for this, but I've learned to embrace it a lot more now. I used to hate. I get like a 4 or 5 page paper to do, right? For like high school, college, or whatnot. Well, not college. College got a lot worse, but mainly like middle school, high school. I could do what should have been a 4 to 5 month project in less than a week, but it's always the weakest to do because there's a time frame that I can tangibly see.
Yeah. It's a tangible structure, a tangible consequence, tangible accountability indicator, whatever. The key word is tangible. Like it has to have a value to it. It has to be a symbol to it, whatever. So I'm sure you've seen old boy's TikTok when he's doing a group project. And the dude is like, hey, you think you can get me the notes, the pieces to the group project? I kind of want to put them together before Monday. So you're saying the project is due at 8 p.m. tonight? Well, no, it's due Monday. So you're saying the project is due at 8 p.m. tonight, and if I don't turn in my part, everyone fails. That's not what I'm saying at all. Brett, I need you to tell me all of these things are true. Okay, the project's due at 8 o'clock tonight, and you're going to let everyone down. And the guy is working. You understand?
Yep. Or you make it a game. Make it a game. We got to destroy the dirt off these clothes, like something like that.
And it sounds cheesy, but it works. Like,
treat yourself like a 5-year-old son. You see how 5-year-olds make a game out of anything?
Yeah, and the thing about that is that's not a degrading thing to do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not that there's something wrong with your brain. It's that you're so used to a particular threshold of stimulus that's up here. Wiping your ass and brushing your teeth and cleaning your closet is down here. You got to make it really interesting for it to meet this threshold. Otherwise, it's not going to stick. I hope that makes sense.
Like, so, sing a song while you're doing
accountability buddies are fun. If you got a particular playlist where like, hey, I know. So like for me, I have to write and publish now in my new job, but my brain sitting here, right? No, but I know I can write in 30-minute increments. I know I can write for an hour and maybe 15 minutes max.
My favorite, that helps too. Yeah.
I have 3 favorite albums, and they're all an hour and 15 minutes. You put it on, you're in the set to work, and there you go. And when it goes off, all right, I'm done with this shit. I'm over it. And that's the other thing too. Don't tear yourself down when you don't meet the expectations. So I say that because it's a growth process, just like everything else. Now this motherfucker right here, this motherfucker right here. So, he's talking about, he gave an example of middle school and high school. So we met in college, right? And I was very much privy to his academic
Shennanigans
approach. That's what we're going to call it. His academic approach. It was grueling. It was hard. It was very like it was easier for him to support me when I was struggling in school, but he could not do it for himself.
Nope.
Like, absolutely not. Like we probably had so many other shenanigans in our house that we had because we was supposed to be doing fucking work, and you was using it like okay, like but anyway, like at this point where he is not only stopped fighting his brain, he is accepting and accommodating. He is recognized he has a tendency to have bright ideas and then leave projects, which means I can either sit here and tear myself down like that and punish myself and be like, oh my God, you're a failure. You never finish anything you start. Or clearly there's a time and a place for this and this ain't it right now. So what's the next thing?
Yeah, I remember. I used to be sitting there trying to just in the little nook area, like legit crying, tears like I gotta do this. Why can't I fucking? I felt like a fucking failure. Just because I couldn't sit down and write a report about something simple too. Just study.
See, it sounds like my ADHD last minute assignment shit of all high school still making honor roll somehow. Exactly. That goes back to my point of once you see behind the curtain of life, everything's bullshit and made up. So why are we being hard on ourselves?
Ways I help to do stuff like Nico said, like a good soundtrack to motivate you to do stuff. It's gonna suck, but something you just gotta make it a habit. This not force yourself to do it like force, but like working out. It's more consistency than it is motivation. It's straight up like you gotta get to the point where your body's like, get up, nigga. Huh? What? We gotta work out. But what for? I don't feel like it. I feel like it. Let's go. Like,
see, that's a good point. That's a good point. Panic fulfilling all the last minute assignments. Why? Because now there is a stimulus that we didn't create. So now we're stimulated up here instead of down here. Boom. But no, real talk. Like starting to be more flexible with our expectations of ourselves, whether it's I'm supposed to make my bed today or I wanted to do this and do that today. Also, changing around word choice is important too. Like, damn it, I didn't get this done. Or, I guess I'll do this tomorrow.
Singing songs helps too.
Yeah.
Like doing cleaning and doing laundry. Like, you know that it's still that clean. Like, listen,
clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up.
You ain't got to sing that song, but like it's still how that shit got kids work. A song can get your ass to work like that too. Whether you be singing a song that you already know, you be ad-libbing and making up words. I don't care how stupid I look if I'm getting my job done. All right.
Right. So another word on expectations with this stuff is like, are we trying to expect ideal of ourselves or are we trying to expect realistic of ourselves? Like, I would ideally love to be back where I was in grad school, running 5 miles a day and shit, feeling
like
good.
10 years ago.
However, I was mentally ill at that point. Let that sink in. Who the fuck wants to run 5 miles a day? Hoops. That's mental illness. However, is it the thing we miss? Is it the expectation of I'm able to do this that we're after? Or is it a more tangible, more structured and concise reason, motivation, expectation?
Ooh. That is, I got reminded of something. I got to grab the mic on this. Come in, motherfucker. You got to talk. And this is going to everybody that's in anything that is 25 and up. Everybody that's 25 and up.
Eat close on that bitch.
If you're trying to get back to how you looked in high school,
oh my God, please.
That is the stupidest, I repeat, the stupidest fucking mentality I've ever heard in my life. Every time, always. There's so many biological factors that factor into that. But but that's how people have. It's kind of I'm built different shit like that kind of stuff too. Like I want to get back to this because I was shut the fuck up. You're different. Live with it. You ain't the same. Like you like everybody else. Like I'll get my body. No, you won't.
You won't. That's okay. You're not supposed to. You're not. I don't know. Like there's a reason why growth goes toward one way. It's mostly because we're supposed to change. supposed to change.
You're like, I'm like same thing with me. I used to work out like a motherfucking sand. I could
did.
Like work out. Like doing insanity shit with like a weighted vest, ankle weights, wrist weights. I added about 40 more extra pounds in my ass.
Sure did that.
In the Florida sun in the summer. Sweating. thought I was glistening like a motherfucker. We're just sweating.
Glistening. Hims was all glistening. But yeah,
Like the straight up six pack,
like you
all
can't
that shit.
you
But
can't
for what?
sit here and try to right for what? That's the whole thing. That's the expectation part. That's the ideal part. For what? Why are we doing this?
Granted, if OnlyFans existed back then, I showed them making some money. But
Yep. Yep. But yeah, so and that's the same thing with trauma. So I tell trauma clients all the time, you know, especially if they have in their cute little questionnaire I get to see before I meet them. It's like, I just want to get back to where I used to be. You won't. You won't. That's like taking a flight back to Alderaan, sweetheart. You can't. You can't.
you can't.
It's not like you can just undo what happened. You can't, regardless of what kind
You
of
gotta
trauma.
make do with what happened.
You have to make do with what happened. You have to adapt. You have to reorganize, repurpose, and figure out what it means and how we implement it moving forward. Can you get back to a particular level of functioning? Sure.
Hell yeah.
But exact same? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It'll never be the exact same.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that's okay.
It's not going to feel okay. And if it doesn't feel okay, that means we need to examine some of our values, examine whether we're being realistic or idealistic.
It's not the same for some reasons. Like, let's take the working out thing again. Like I said, like, I've had people do the same shit. Like, why are you trying to get out of your high school level? Why? You going on 30. You done going through second puberty. Why the fuck you going through this? Like,
yeah. So
but no one can ever answer why they do it other than I just felt like I look like good like that. Why don't you work on your internal trauma and realize why you feel like you're ugly now? But yes, a lot of us do have body dysmorphia, like a motherfucker. But at the same time,
hi, 100%, 100%.
Like, work on your internal shit, and the external will be better.
Factual information.
Once again, you build different, but your foundation fucked up. No matter what you build it on.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. So with that, what's interesting? So another kind of strategy came to mind for the executive dysfunction is it seems very preliminary, it seems very cheesy, but reward systems. Basic human learning behavior teaches us that regardless of the brain type, have love yourself. Right? If you know you have to do something consistent, do something you enjoy while you're doing it. Pop and eat Reese's Pieces while you mopping the floor. It'll get it done. Or have something planned to do directly after you do the thing. Now, is that going to work for everybody? No, but it's going to be like dynamite. But Black Dynamite, what if my reward system doesn't work? Then clearly the reward is not strong enough. Again, that also has to be tangible, i.e. borderline enjoyable to the point where it stimulates you enough.
Oh, we can go back with a tip story.
Go back with the what?
My tip story.
What tip story?
Like how you, like when I worked as a bartender and got paid mainly on tips every day, like, put a lot of that in the bank because I'm an adult, but I always took a 20 out. Whenever I made more than $20, put it in the tip jar. That was a tangible motivation that I know that I'm doing something progressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically, anything you think is juvenile, do it.
Yeah.
Let up do it.
And plus, I mean, you have to also take an account, you know, what kind of learner are you? If you're a visual learner, then you need visual stimulation. If you're auditory, you need auditory stimulation.
Have your accountability praise you if you got a praise kink.
Please use your kinks. For God's sakes, please.
Use your kinks. Straight up.
Use them. They are not anything to be ashamed of.
Most of our kinks are just somebody taking care of you anyway.
Facts. Because trauma.
Exactly.
Trauma.
Everything you do is because of trauma. You get it from your daddy or your mama. I'm writing lyrics for that, so
go for it.
I've already started.
Hot shit. All right, it's 8:22. Final thoughts on I'm built different. I'm different. Yep, I'm different. Don't
nobody care.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's true.
If you got to keep saying it, you ain't it.
I think my follow-up to that be, why do you care so much? Who hurt you? Who forced you, brother? Who forced you? Smoking out the window, baby. We not.
This bitch had me. I do like I should be in the shots back.
You do.
How you want everybody to feel when they hear this album? Horny, flustered, beside themselves.
Shut up.
That's one of my favorite lines.
You don't want to know that about my folks? That's too bad. Kinks are hereditary, and so is generational trauma. Mm-hmm. It is literally passed down in your genetic code.
If you like being choked, somebody in your mama or daddy might like doing it.
My mother is filthy.
I'm gonna assume it's my father that I get most.
And my father is a voyeur, 100%.
I don't know what my mama into because we never had those conversations. Never had it with my daddy, but recognized game kind of situation, you know, like, how you know that term, father? What?
Yeah.
When you just say it somewhere, it's like, wait a minute.
Mom's definitely exhibitionist. Dad's definitely a voyeur. Those are the vibes that I get often.
Mm-hmm. I never need to know that about your mama.
That's too bad. So you come to Christmas? I'm just kidding.
I don't know your daddy, so I can't. Your daddy's kinks don't matter to me.
Like you remember on Rick and Morty, it was like, and sometimes I watch in a closet dressed as Superman. That's my father. 100%. But stay tuned. We're gonna rage all over to the lovely Dondero 101 for some shenanigans.
Anyway,
I'm having some technical difficulties over there.
I'm good.
Keep that bitch in line. But and then shortly after that, we're gonna have what is it? Listen, I know for a fact I'm not into pegging, so that shit skipped me. Okay, that's fair.
Have you tried it?
No, that you typically when people say for a fact they have tried it, Snoogs.
Was it too big the first time? Did you try with a finger first?
You dislike pegging others, or do you just not? I mean, technically, is it really pegging if you?
I don't know who we talking about. Who we talking to? Whether it's getting pegged. Oh, I'm gonna shut up.
Mm-hmm. But then after Dondering 101, you have the wonderful, gosh, what do you call it? After hours with the Roogs, Roogs happy hour. That's what it is. I am not firing on all cylinders today. Oh my God, my brain is messed up. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Ma'am, my titties were not out. This is a Wendy's.
Who said they were your titties?
Who said they were your titties? Oh man. But after that, you got a Roots happy hour, and then you've got Monday night Shep stories continuing from yesterday. He reads some steamy and gives you some sultry, steamy, sensual reading as a form of ASMR. Shep has a magnificent voice. I love him. It is well, no, it's raunchy shit, but
I was getting to the raunch. This is a different good night moon. The moon's the booty.
And then tomorrow we will have Blue Skirt Boy Gaming. I have no idea what the fuck we're playing tomorrow, but it is what it is. But I would be ridiculous if I Skylar just made the emoji. Man, my titties were not out. We have Blue Skirt Boy Gaming with Blue Skirt Boy Network, the lovely Nev, myself, Nada J, Great Big Bear. I don't know if any other people.
Vigo. Each look like this.
I mean, it looked like a busted candy biscuit girl. You know?
It wasn't out, but the motherfucker was so peeking.
They sure was peeking. They was having a whole conversation with my ass. I couldn't hear shit.
Look at you like.
Uh-huh. I hate you. You should put a whole nipple on the top of your head. Like... Wednesday, we have the wonderful Weebs, Dweebs, and Interweebs podcast. I have no idea what we're talking about, but we will be sans a root from the internet, and we will be sans the amazing Dwayne, also known as Tana J. But we will have 100% more pep. And then shortly after that, actually, I don't know if they're going to be doing We Should Be Dead. You should probably check in on Weebs, Dweebs, and Interweebs podcast to figure that one out. But then Thursday, we got another round of Blue Skirt Boy Gaming. And then Friday is my birthday. I'm excited. I'm gonna go do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends.
Send her things, people.
Yes, send me things. My cash out will be up. Typically, the way it's done is I have already bought myself birthday gifts. Just give me cash, and I will say it's from you.
We appreciate cash on these fuckers. We grown and we got bills. Okay?
We got bills and shit. We do.
I don't give a fuck about a shirt.
What else? What else? What else? Also happening on Veterans Day, which is also my birthday, if you care, which you should, because it's an awesome cause. Mission 22, 12-hour stream, our annual one. This will be our third annual. That's crazy. So everyone at the Blue Square Boy Network, sans myself, because I'll be plastered and shit faced doing hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. We'll be going from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. on Friday the 11th, playing an assortment of games, getting into all sorts of shenanigans. They've got Twitch integrations. They've got things. You can spawn snakes, dogs, cats, rats, coyotes, and then whatever game they're playing, they have different donation goals. And they're all
spawn snakes again. Can I spawn snakes again?
Spawn snakes again. The donations go to a very good cause. It's for veteran services. Again, Mission 22 is the charity. But in exchange for donations, they do silly shit, like really silly shit, like
embarrass themselves.
Like they've got the what you call them, the tens and units. They put them on different parts of their body for the public. Go for it. For
how much is the gooch?
That's a good question. You should ask John in the Discord.
How much for a nice grundle buzz?
Other levels of donation goals being met. Last year we made John eat a bunch of pickle stuff. Then all the Blue Skirt boys decided to dress and drag and do a whole gaming stint in that. Like it's enjoyable, it's clean fun, it's hilarious. So poke your head in. And it's for a great cause. So poke your head in, send them some cash. If you don't want to send them cash, send me some cash because it's my birthday. But whatever.
You want to send them some cash, send me some
cash. So it is at 29.
I get my computer. Shit.
Oh look. Glitch, your favorite person is streaming League of Legends right now.
Chrissy Diggs?
Does she stream?
I don't know if she streams. I mean, who's streaming on League of Legends? I don't know. Who the fuck you talking about?
Oh, that's sarcasm. So can we spend time while you're down here? Hey, you're in Orlando. Can we go to lunch?
Oh shit! I forgot he existed.
I did too until I saw him over here playing League of Legends. We got hot dog, ram, lamb, ham, you name it. All right, so I'm going to raid y'all over to the Don Daring 101 team. If they are in the chat, I don't see you up and being live, my boy. So y'all need to come on because I'm hungry. And my Dukes made meatloaf and mashed potatoes and carrots and green beans and cornbread. And I'm hungry.
She got to be fatty off all that mug.
I got to be fatty. But as usual, if you have any questions, please dump them in the Ask Auntie and Unc portion of the Discord.
And if it's specific of who you need to ask, just tag one of us.
Just tag one of us.
I don't really look at the shit that often. unless I'm talked to directly.
Right. Mentions. What is this? Don't send me attachments. Oh, that's right. Y'all do have. I think I already joined y'all server, to be honest. I'll double check on it.
Why everybody sending me this one video?
What is it?
I hadn't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
But this is just funny. Favorite lines.
Huh? Horny. I didn't even finish the question. Aroused, hot, flustered, hot flashes.
All right. I'm gonna check on.
That's just Silk and Bruno Mars doing their little radio skit.
See who's doing what and what not.
And putting what and where is that going? Who's in there? All about what's in there.
Well, I ain't got shit from down there on stream, so I'm just gonna hit the raid button. Hopefully, y'all end up. We end up, and if you don't, you don't. And that's what's up. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.